Welcome back. Well, a nice cool one across Acadiana today. 36 the morning start in Lafayette, 62 the afternoon high. Pretty close to where we should be this time of year. Let's bring it on over to the Key Wall. We'll show you the rainfall so far for the month. Well, we got a 3/4 of an inch of rain with the weather system a few days ago. Now we're going to be adding to the rain totals and putting more dents in the drought across Acadiana. In fact, we have tomorrow's rainmaker, 100% chance of rain tomorrow. We're expecting 1 to 2. Things taper off tomorrow evening. Then the next weather system on Monday is going to be a more robust system, maybe more than 1 to 2 inches of rain and a little bit greater severe weather risk as well. Then a midweek break and then maybe more rains toward the end of next week. So here we have lining up like bowling balls coming down the alley. We have one system in the southwest U.S. over by New Mexico, and then our next system up here in the northeastern Pacific. That's going to be Monday's system. Meanwhile, as we look at the surface map across the U.S., you can see our storm system. The primary low that's going to be impacting us is the one over by Mexico. This one will weaken, but you can see it's producing snow across portions of New Mexico into the Texas Panhandle. Only one state away, but boy, it's a long drive from here to there, that's for sure. You're talking about 800 miles or so. Winter weather advisories, winter storm warnings for northeast New Mexico. For us right now, generally fair skies, not much cloud cover, not a whole lot showing up on the radars, but tomorrow they will get a workout. We're going to get some pretty decent rains in here. So here's the graph model showing rain and storms developing. We'll be watching this area of low pressure as it gradually moves to the northeast. And again, there with the surface low this time a little bit closer to us. The last one was further out in the Gulf of Mexico. We're going to have some thunderstorms in the mix and maybe some locally heavy downpours, especially along the coastal parishes. We'll have to watch that. And right by the southeasterly quadrant of the low, we could see a few isolated severe storms, or at least elevated storms that could produce strong and gusty, possibly damaging winds, maybe an isolated tornado, but I think that may manifest east of us. Then we have plenty of lingering clouds. It's going to be a cool weekend, but at least it's going to be a dry weekend, so that's the good news there. Again, you can see those lingering clouds through Sunday morning. Severe weather threat for tomorrow. The Storm Prediction Center just hatching us in for a level 1 marginal risk of an isolated storm that could produce damaging winds or an isolated tornado, and mainly the coastal parishes. Notice how the area expands a little bit more so over towards southeast Louisiana, but this is a low-end risk, something that we'll watch but not worry about at this time. Then we move into the next weather system on Monday. This one's going to have a little bit more juice with it, so we're at a level 2 for severe weather risk, and this is going to change with time, but all of Acadiana hatched in for perhaps an all-mode threat of severe storms, which would be damaging winds, perhaps an isolated tornado, and maybe a better chance of some hail with this system as well. So let's take a look at that next one. After the rains tomorrow, we're going to have a mostly cloudy weekend, and then Monday, here comes the rain and storms, and there looks to be some locally heavy downpours in portions of the area, and then things quiet down. There's going to be a lot of wind behind this system, gusty west to northwest winds. Might see gusts in the 30 to 40 mile per hour range as we head into next Tuesday. As for rainfall, here's the graph model output. 1 inch to 2 inches of rain, pretty common across most of Acadiana. The HER model a little bit more dissected with respect to the widespread showers, but notice the HER model going for the heavier rains over towards St. Mary Parish, and we'll bring in the Euro, kind of the in-between model right here, showing generally 1 to 2 for tomorrow. So we'll probably outperform all the models. It's an El Nino year. That's normally the case. And then you add the additional rains we're going to see on Monday, and we're going to see some of the coastal parishes and the wetlands that need the rain, probably 3 to 5 inches of rain before all is said and done between tomorrow's system and Monday's weather system as well. Overnight tonight, though, it's a quiet night. 44 your overnight low, so not as cold out there. Clouds and a breeze developing toward daybreak tomorrow. And then tomorrow, clouds will thicken during the course of the morning hours. Maybe a peak of the sun early, but as the day wears on, the clouds thicken, and here come the rain and thunderstorms. A good chance of those locally heavy downpours coming in during the course of the afternoon hours. Some embedded thunder out there as well. Gusty southeasterly winds will turn around out of the west-northwest tomorrow night as we dry out. The weekend not looking too bad. Mostly cloudy, though. 50s and 60s for highs. Overnight lows where they should be this time of year. And this Monday, 90% will probably go to 100% later afternoon into Monday night. Windy on Tuesday. Bit of a midweek break, and then maybe more showers and an unsettled pattern toward the the end of next week and into the following weekend. That's it for weather for now. We're going to have more coming up right after the break.